All right, Cancers. Let's see what your present energy is looking like, okay? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Look, the Queen of Cups. Okay, and we keep getting this Eight of Cups. That came out in your last reading. So you may be in your feelings. You could be in your feelings around some disappointments. Cancers, there are some things in your life that, and we saw this in the previous reading, there are some things in your life that you are going to be walking away from. And like I told you guys, and this is not something that I feel like that this may not even resonate with you because it hasn't yet happened. You may not even be able to like see that you are about to walk away from some stuff. Or you may start to see it. If you have not been seeing it, you are going to start seeing it. You're going to, some of you, like I said before, some of you are going to be walking away from long-term jobs, long-term relationships, from long-term living arrangements. It's just stuff that you had been emotionally invested in. And I'm even getting physical because we saw it in the previous reading. I feel like you're going to be in your feelings about it. Disappointed. Because I feel like, and of course, you would be disappointed because you don't know what's going to come next. Yeah, we got the King of Cups in reverse. So we got here the King and Queen of Cups. I'm getting here, I know you may think that that's another person, but that's not what I'm getting here with this King of Cups. This is giving me that's you too. You are in two different types of energies. Your feelings are highs and lows. There's feelings of highs and lows. And I feel like there are feelings of highs and lows because, again, you're walking away from something feeling disappointed. But that high is going to come when you see why you had to walk away. There's something better up ahead. I'm also getting something as it pertains to, something to do with knowledge. Let's see. I don't know. I'm just seeing like something to do with information. You getting some sort of knowledge, you getting some sort of information or the answer or solution. And that's what's going to put you in that high when you get some sort of answer, some sort of solution to a problem. See, you can't see it right now. You're in limbo. That's why I said that's two swords. See, and that's what I'm saying. Like you're in two different types of energies right now. It's like you're walking away from something, feeling disappointed. That's one. On the other hand, that energy is going to change because you're going to start to feel better. That's the second one, the high. You can't see it right now because you're stuck. You can't see it right now because you don't have the answer. You don't see a way. You're not living in that Nine of Cups. Because when you're walking away from disappointment, what comes next? The Nine of Cups, which is emotional fulfillment, wishes coming true, dreams coming true. You don't see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like some stuff isn't going to resonate when I'm talking about, walking away from long-term things because you don't see how it's going to happen. And not only do you not see how it's going to happen, you don't see how the promise is going to be fulfilled. So let's say, for example, you had to quit a job. And I think I used this before, but you've been at a job for like 10 years and then you get let go. And you're like, how is this a blessing? I don't see how I'm going to be able to pay my bills. I don't see what's going to happen. Like you're going to be worried or scared or thinking that you're going to be in that situation for a long time when that's not the case. There's going to be a solution. There's going to be an answer to that problem. On the other side of that will be your Nine of Cups. It could be a whole better job doing something that you love, making more money. You just can't see it yet because you're in the in-between. You're in the in-between right now, so you don't see it. You're just stuck right now. So we got you coming in this Two of Swords. So things may not be going exactly how you think it's going to go. See, look, again, I told y'all you don't see it. How many times, look, how many times I'm saying it, you don't see how it's going to happen. You're in your head about it too with the Eight of Swords. Because after Eight of Swords is thinking negative. The Eight of Swords is feeling powerless. Because it is, whatever it is that's going to happen for you on the other side, it is something that you're powerless to. Because it feels like destiny, like fate. Like there's something around where I feel like the universe, like you're not going to have to do anything. And what I mean by that, you will have to do something. But I'm talking about how it's going to happen. It's going to require you to surrender. The how. You're just going to have to do what needs to be done physically. Like, and I used the example before talking about relocation. Some of you may be required or you may feel led to relocate to a different state than you're already in. And you're like, I don't see how that's possible. I don't see, no, that can't be true. But then something happens that's out of your control that ends up putting you there. You could get a phone call from somebody in that new place saying, hey, I got a job for you, but you have to move here. And that's how it happens. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're going to have to do something. You're going to have to act on it. But how it's going to come about feels serendipitous. It feels like divine intervention. Like, this even feels like maybe even meeting the right person at the right time. Like bumping into someone and saying, yeah, I just lost my job. And they're like, wait a minute. I know somebody that's hiring. You can go here and work. You see what I'm saying? It's going to happen like that for you. But you're thinking negative about it though. Because you have to wait. You have to sit here and wait. And that is uncomfortable when you have to rely on something outside of yourself to bring this to you, this opportunity to you. But when the opportunity comes, you just have to take it. That's what I'm saying. You're going to have to do something. The opportunity is going to be presented to you. But you may get in your head about it and think negative. And that may render you to being restricted mentally. Because your thinking is going to be narrow-minded in this Eight of Swords. I feel like there's like a narrow-minded thinking. Maybe having like a million excuses as to why it won't happen or it shouldn't happen or it can't happen. It feels like being pessimistic too. What's coming in for Cancers? Yeah, I feel like the reason why you're in this Two of Swords is because A, you can't see it, and B, because your thinking is in that state of negativity. What's coming in next? See, here it is. See, you won't even see it coming. I told you, here comes the message. Here comes the phone call. Here comes the good news. That's what's coming in next. It's going to come in. The good news, the message, the call, the answer, the solution. It's going to come in. And of course, it's uncomfortable having to wait because you have to sit here and wait in limbo, not knowing how it's going to play out. You're having to sit in the unknown, not seeing how everything is going to turn out for you. But then here comes this Page of Wands. Here comes this message, this communication. Tell me about this Page of Wands. We got here the Eight of Wands in reverse. Now, I saw that Queen of Swords in reverse. And I'm also now seeing the Chariot upright. Yeah, I told you you're going to have to go somewhere. You know what this is giving me? Someone tried that Queen. There was a person here. I don't think you could see. There was a person here. I feel like there was a person. That person was bitter. Queen of Swords in reverse. I don't think that was you being in that bitter energy. And maybe that's why you have also been feeling helpless and powerless. Because there was something with the Queen of Swords. I didn't want to give that Queen of Swords any energy because it felt like it was another person. And I felt like don't even pay them any mind. Don't even look at them. Because there is some sort of interference. Give me 1 second. Let me see. Tell me about, look, in the next deck that I grabbed, disingenuous, pretender, fake, false. There is something going on. I want to see why. Because the Queen of Swords, you couldn't see it. It was at the bottom. Maybe some of you saw it when I was flicking the deck. But there was a some sort of other person here. Tell me about that person. We got, oh, sibling. Brother or sister. Rather that's your brother or sister. That could be an air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Or someone else's brother or sister. Let me see. So we know it's a sibling. It's someone's brother or sister. What does that got to do with you? We got excess, too much gluttony. Have you guys been eating a lot or something? Have you been eating a lot? It says doing something in excess. It could even been thinking negatively in excess. Why is this showing up though? In cahoots, secret collaborations, a dark alliance. No wonder. Look, you got here gains, increase. It's coming. And then here comes these siblings. Yep, gift, reward. This feels like somebody's siblings. Brothers. This is someone's siblings. Whether they're your siblings or someone you know siblings. But someone's been doing spell work on you. Someone was doing spell work on you. Look, we even got here ugly spell, beauty spell. Look, in cahoots. They were in cahoots. A brother and sister team was in cahoots doing spell work on you. So you would look ugly. So that you would do something in excess. Whether it's eating in excess, thinking negatively in excess, spending money in excess. They were in collaboration. The siblings were in collaboration. Doing some sort of spell work on you. This was someone that, look, union. We got here a union coming in. This could have been, why were they in, was it the siblings that was doing this? Or was it the siblings and the person that wanted to be in union with you? Tell me about the person that wants to be in union with you. Were they doing it too? Yeah, I'm hearing it. Yeah, it was the group of them. Yes. They're saying yes. This could be an ex or something. Yeah, look, stalker, spy, surveillance, privacy. Yeah, this could be a Libra trying to do some sort of binding spell, or look, money, because you're coming into money. But this says here, diplomatic and urban, romantic and charming. This is someone romantic and charming that's been watching you, stalking you. And I feel like they teamed up with their siblings. They were in cahoots, in an alliance with the siblings to do some sort of spell work on you. Because at first I thought it was just the two. But no, it looks like they were in on it too. Why is this showing up? Because it looks like it's been blocked. Yeah, look, because they're fraud. Insurance, identity, check, tax, mortgage. They're a fraud. Someone wants you to be ugly. Someone does not want you to have this gain, to have this level up. So you've been stuck too, and you couldn't see it because of what someone was doing to you as well. Someone's sibling. But they were working together. It was a group of siblings. Whether it's yours or someone that wants to be in union with you. A group of siblings doing some sort of spell work on you. And I feel like that person or that situation got blocked with the Eight of Wands. And it got blocked because of this Page of Wands. What's coming in with this Page of Wands? Look, the Eight of Cups. Where are you remember we talked about you walking away. Here it is again. Tell me what's going to happen. You're going to be able to let go. There's some sort of news you're going to get that's going to help you let go and move on. Because you got here the Knight of Pentacles. You're going towards something more stable, something more solid. So I feel like it's this situation. You finding out about this is allowing you to let go and really move on. Because the Knight of Pentacles is taking you towards something. Yep, look. And then here comes the Nine of Cups. I told y'all. After the 8 comes the 9. After the 8 comes the 9. See, in time, you're going to get there. You're going to get there. Where you're going next is to gain, increase, level up. But this had to be blocked. There's something that was going on here that you couldn't see. That was holding you back. It was, you were a victim of something and didn't even know about it. Someone could have, like I said, doing some sort of ugly spell on you. We got here spying, stalking you. This could have been someone trying to look you up online. But it was the group. It was a group of siblings. Rather they are actually really related, or they may call themselves like, oh, that's my brother, even though they're not blood related. Oh, that's my sister, even though they're not blood related. It was a group of them that was intentionally trying to hold you back, trying to block you, doing ugly spells on you. Why were they doing this? That's the question. I want to know, why were they even doing this? Why were they doing this to Cancer? This is surprising. And I feel like you are going to be disappointed when you find it out. But that disappointment, yeah, you're going to be disappointed and sad for a little bit. But knowing this is going to free you from that 8 of Swords. Look, because they felt like you were pretentious. They were doing this because they felt like you were pretentious, superficial, or maybe you were bragging. That's why. They felt like you were pretentious, superficial. Look, maybe they saw you, maybe you already had the gains. Maybe they already saw you with a lot. And this is someone that wanted to bring you down. They wanted you to look ugly. They wanted to break you. It was a group of them that was doing this. That's sad. Yeah, see, interference, intruder, hinder, block. They were trying to hinder and intrude and block you. Yeah, and I feel like the thing about it is, there's something here about being sweet, compassionate, and innocent. I feel like they assumed something about you. Because this feels like, remember I said 2 different energies. This is the same person, but she just looks different. Look at her and her. This is the same person. I feel like this, obviously they wanted you to look different. Obviously they wanted to humble you. But I felt like that's why I pick up you being in 2 different energies. Because maybe there was a high for you. Because remember we said that. I said that. There was a high for you and then a low for you. This is why, and you couldn't even see it. You were a victim of somebody trying to do some spell work on you. They wanted you to be in excess of like eating a lot, spending a lot of money so you will go broke. It's like they were trying to get you to have like an ugly spell. These are people that stalked you. They went to go get your identity. Like they went through government systems to get your information. Because I see tax right here. We got mortgage. Like they went through some sort of extreme method to get information on you in order to do whatever this spell is. Because maybe sometimes, I don't know, maybe you were sweet and compassionate on some occasions, but then maybe they felt like you were pretentious on other occasions. I don't know, but they had a problem with you. If they felt like you thought you was too good and they wanted to bring you down. That's what I'm seeing here with this energy. But nevertheless, it's not going to stop what's for you. They tried to stop it, but it's not going to stop. It just slowed you down with the Knight of Pentacles. It just slowed you down. You're still going to get to this 8 of Cups. You're still going to get to your success. You're still going to get to your wishes fulfilled, your dreams. your goal, accomplishing your goals. You're still going to get there. But the message that you're going to get is going to confirm some things, also giving you solutions and answers to get you moving forward. All right, I'll catch y'all later. Bye.